Well, Cougs are returning to WSU campus today. Our very own Tim Pham is live in Pullman right now, talking with student housing leaders about move-in day for the fall semester. Good morning, Tim.
Hey, good morning, Shandy. Yeah, we are live in Pullman this morning on campus. I'm back at my alma mater. Glad to be here and repping some Coug gear today. But yeah, very smoky conditions as families bring their students here to campus. Take a look. You can just see the haze here on campus. Almost looks like fog this morning as the sun begins to rise here in Pullman. Air quality in Pullman worse than it is in Spokane. Right now, air quality in the unhealthy, very unhealthy category, and this is really for everyone. So not great conditions as we move into the new school year here on campus. Nonetheless, very exciting as students drive back in. You'll want to be extra careful as you drive into campus today because, again, there will be a lot of traffic as people head down to Pullman today. But Washington State Patrol saying that they are adding emphasis patrols. So you're going to want to watch your speeds, of course, especially when visibility is low. You want to be careful. So WSP telling us that they will be conducting emphasis patrols on Highway 195, and they'll be focusing on speeding, distracted and impaired driving, and other collision-causing violations. And as every experienced Coug knows, you're going to want to be extra careful in Colfax. Doesn't take much to get a speeding ticket in Colfax. You'll want to follow the speed limit there, of course. So yeah, a lot to talk about here, air quality and move-in weekend. And this morning I'm joined by Brandon Brackett joining us here. You are the Director of Residence Life and Communities, right?
Yeah, Housing and Residence Life, yeah.
Housing and Residence Life. Mm-hmm. It's kind of a mouthful for some people to memorize, but glad to have you here with us here on campus. So tell us what move-in weekend is going to look like this year, because if any Coug alum parents, they might not be used to this process because it's a little different this year.
Yeah, so we made some big structural changes. So first off, for the busy days, so Friday through Monday, we're actually centralizing the check-in process. So they'll go to Beasley Coliseum first. The student will come in, they'll get their key, their Cougar card, some swag and instructions of where to go to find their hall.
Right.
And then they'll go to their hall
to
finish their check-in process. They'll unload their stuff either into like a designated tarp area or a cart, and then move their car to long-term parking, and then move into their room. The other big change we made is we implemented move-in time slots this year, where it used to be just a free-for-all.
It was wild.
Right, exactly. It's always, we would get 2,000 people on a Saturday, and they would all come at 8 a.m. Right. So we tried to spread people out, I think, to limit lines, but also just keep people a little more separated. We didn't know what kind of COVID regulations we'd be working with, and then we also opened up Friday afternoon this year instead of just starting on Saturday morning. And so those are kind of the big changes, but it'll still feel pretty much the same. There's going to be the same excitement. There's going to be, Butch will be walking around, there'll be the marching band, the president's coming to help move in. Like, it'll still have that same feel.
I think there's going to be more excitement this year. You think about the last year, some students, they might have not even been to campus yet. And so this is a very, very exciting first day for move-in weekend. And talk a little bit about the COVID restrictions. It's constantly changing, but what's a Residence Life asking for people moving in this weekend?
Yeah, so again, for us, we're trying to spread people out as much as that we can. And so we have the move-in time slots, but we also have the same CDC recommendations. So if you're not vaccinated, we ask that you wear a mask while you're in the residence hall. We're encouraging everybody to wear a mask if they're willing, but that's the main requirement. And then we'll try to keep people separated as much as possible while in lines and all that. But that's the big thing, is we're in line with the CDC and state government regulations, which is masked while unvaccinated. And you're right, like, those restrictions, they could change at any moment based on whatever our governor or CDC says, right? And we'll try to roll with those changes as much as possible.
Yeah, absolutely. As long as we can be back in person on campus and having that, WSU community Pullman feel, something that makes our school so special. And I know many people looking forward to that for move-in day. Okay, yeah, Brandon, we're going to be checking in with you again in just a little bit. Our live coverage from Pullman continues this morning. We'll be talking about air quality, changes to campus, what you need to know about move-in weekend. That's all coming up here on Up with Creme. I'll send it back to you in the studio. Channing?